Don't play around with your relationship with God, guys. Let me tell you, let me just be honest with you guys. I was having a rough moment yesterday. And God sent somebody to me. I call her my guardian angel now. And I had to go out to her car. And I said, God, let me find some glimmer of you. And I saw this book in her car. And I noticed on the cover, the verse, right? From Romans 8:20. So I looked at this verse, I said, oh, that's the last message I shared from my brother Kerry on YouTube. I go rush to the TikTok side. Can you believe that was the last video I had shared from him? Listen.
In the book of Romans 1:20, which says,
1:20.
So since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. And today, I'm just grateful for.
So guys, that's another one of my God winks, where everything lines up a little bit too perfectly that nobody can tell me that I'm there having this awful moment. This customer comes in, go to her car to find this verse, the Romans 1:20. Go to my TikTok was the last video I had shared from my brother Kerry, was that exact verse. And listen to what
Apostle Paul is telling the audience, he's saying that, this has been the case from the beginning of time. This isn't anything new, but God's presence is clearly seen, because you see God's presence in everything and in everyone. Every time everything, wherever you are right now, you could just stop what you're doing and look around you. And I promise you that you could see or feel God and something was right there.
So guess what? God's invisible presence is always with us, all around us, guys. I'm just a God nerd to come here and share with you my experience and how he shows up for me, even in my worst moments. Let me tell you, the caption on that from Kerry was, God is with us, even at our darkest times, guys. So no matter where you are, just know that God himself is there with you. Okay? And you just have to say a little prayer. God, help me. I need you right now. But just know that we have God wherever we are, guys. There God is. Do you hear me? Wherever we are, there God is with us. The high moments, the low moments, wherever you are, God. Wherever you are, God is there with you. His invisible presence. So I show up here to tell you guys about my God wings and how Kerry shared this message and this showed up on the cover, and that was a glimmer. God saying, Nick, I am with you. Okay, and I want us walking intertwined with him 24/7, learning his voice, right? And asking him, God, what do I do here? Tapping into his wisdom, his calmness, his strength, his favor, his love, his approval, his acceptance. Okay, that's walking with us. That we can know that no matter the challenges and the situations we face, that we are not handling them alone. God is with us. But we could just show up as his representatives in the world, reflecting his love to everybody. Okay? So that's my prayer for us, that God will continue to overwhelm us with his presence and his love, that we know that there's never a moment that God himself isn't with us, and walking with this faith in God. Now, God, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm trusting you and depending on God, leaning on him, praying all day if necessary. 1,000 times a day we have to say, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. And just keep our eyes focused on him. No matter what's going on around us, just keeping our eyes fixed on God, knowing that his invisible presence is right there with you.